What's up, guys?
Hey!
That's my sister Candace.
Hi.
She is in town from Florida.
FLA.
From Fla.
From Fla.
And I asked Candace to join me on my YouTube channel as my first ever guest.
First one, number one.
To speak with you guys about improv.
Improv.
Which on the surface seems as though it has nothing to do with meditation or mental health or anything that my channel is focused on, but actually it has a lot to do with mental health and even meditation. Improv forcefully puts you in the moment, which obviously is what meditation is all about. And it also is tremendously helpful for social anxiety.
Tremendously.
It's been helpful for Candace, myself, a lot of people. There's a lot of curriculums, programs across the U.S. where they do improv for anxiety classes, workshops, and stuff like that. I wasn't aware of one in the Maryland area, so on behalf of the Ed Lally Foundation, I reached out to the Baltimore Improv Group about doing an improv for anxiety workshop. They were excited about it, and we did our first one a couple months ago. It was a great success. And we have our second one coming up on December 9th. That's why I asked Candace to join me to talk a little bit about her introduction to improv and her experience with it so far.
So here, I went to improv with Jordan 5 months ago, and I'm just going to try it out. Jordan had been doing it and loved it, and I thought, hey, why not? Terrified. Like, I'm out of my comfort zone. Let's do this. So nervous all the way there. You're like, Candace, you're going to be fine. But I was just, But within the first 10 minutes, I transformed into a whole different person. And I loved every second of it. We came back to the house, and we made everybody play some games with us here. I was just so amped up about it that when I went back to Florida, FLA, I found a great class that I take there. And I went through the first session, and now I'm in the level 2 section. And I just love it. The group of people I get to improv with are just amazing, and we've all become great friends. And you wouldn't, outside of that class, we probably wouldn't mix.
I'm connected, yeah.
But in this class, it's like, I would have missed out on these great personalities, these great people, and I'm grateful for it. It's really changed my life. That inner dialogue when I am in a conversation that would tell me I was just, you're going to say that. That's so stupid. Why would you say that? As I'm trying to have a conversation, that I couldn't really be as authentic as I wanted to be. That inner voice is just gone. And, what you see is what you get. And
beautiful. That's how it should be, right?
Amen.
Yeah, that was my experience as well. The first class I ever did was maybe a year ago, and it was 15 people from all walks of life, ages, races, backgrounds, professions. Before the class started, everybody was head down on their cell phone. 5 minutes into the class, everybody was laughing, having fun, and after 2 hours of class, people were exchanging numbers and just were like instant friends. It creates this great common ground of like where you have to check all your stuff at the door. Any baggage you bring, whether it's from work or home or family life or mental baggage, emotional baggage, like whatever it is, like it's just you're just 110% in that moment with those people, and you really connect. And so for me, like a lot of my social anxiety would come from kind of this perceived judgment that I always had for other people and what they were thinking about me, and negative stuff, that wasn't real, but it was just in my head. So perception is reality, and that was my perception for a while. Meditation certainly broke a ton of that down, and improv was just an extension of that. Really helped me just kind of trust people again, and just instead of going into an interaction with somebody anticipating judgment, I just go into it with zero anticipation, just being in the moment, and if anything, anticipating trust and just like a connection. Another thing that improv is helpful for me was I was a perfectionist. And as I've talked about before on this channel, perfectionism can be very painful, and it's just kind of like, it's like a prison. It's impossible to ever do anything perfect, really. So you just have this never-ending chase of this perfect standard that's impossible to reach. Well, improv teaches you to embrace your mistakes, because often the mistakes are actually the funniest, most enjoyable part of the improv. Right. So yeah, just a couple things that I've kind of taken from it. So the Improv for Anxiety workshop is on December 9th. It's at the Big Theater on Charles Street in Baltimore. I'll put the event description and link in the description section of this video. It's a really safe, fun environment. It's improv for anxiety, this workshop, so everybody that's going to it will have in some way acknowledged that they have some kind of anxiety. So it's a really trusting, kind of supportive group environment. You don't put yourself out there. People that show up to these improv classes, specifically this one, Improv for Anxiety, are not comedians, or they don't have a theater background or whatever. They're just people, like I said, from all walks of life, who are just kind of frustrated with feeling anxious and ready to put themselves out there. And this improv can be a huge step in that direction. So I wanted Candace to join me today so we could try a couple improv games for you guys, just to give you a feel for it, because it's not really like you have to necessarily put on a performance. You really just, the group stands in a circle and you play these games. They're kind of like drinking games without the drinking, or games you would play as a kid. And that's really what the experience was like for me. It's just like being a kid again. It's just fun. All right, so the first one we're going to play is called 5 Things. It's really simple. I come up with a category off the top of my head, and Candace has to name 5 things that come off the top of her head that could fit into this category. But the thing is, like, she's not going to think about it. She's not going to make sure it's the perfect thing that fits into these categories. She's just going to say the first 5 things that come into her head, and that's the point of the game. Not to be thinking, just to be acting and being and reacting, like instantaneous. All right, so 5 things that the last 5 things that you spilled on your rug at home.
Okay. Ready? Wine.
1.
Cheese.
2.
Cars.
3.
Tables.
4.
Gnomes.
5. Gnomes.
Gnomes.
All right, give me some.
Okay. 5 characters you would add to a Star Wars movie.
Jar Jar Binks' mom.
1.
Chihuahuas.
2.
Spaghetti men.
3.
Mice.
4.
Mice and men.
5.
These are 5 things. So as you can see, half of probably none of those. Maybe Jar Jar Binks' mom, but
Yeah.
none of them
His
really.
mama. Where's his mama at?
None of them would ever.
We
fit
need Jar Jar
into...
Binks' mom. That's ridiculous. We need to know who his mom is. I think you need
the
to,
untold story of
you
Jar
need
Jar
to
Binks' mom.
send it in.
Yeah, so there's a lot of nonsense, and it's another great thing. It helps you not take yourself so seriously. You gonna do another one?
Sure.
5 Disney princesses that 5 Disney princess 5 Disney princess characters that didn't make the cut.
Okay. Jeez. That's hard.
That's a little
Let's
too
do it. Let's
specific.
try it.
All
Let's try it. 5 Disney princesses. Princess Trash Can.
1,
Princess Graveyard.
2,
Princess Crayola.
3,
Princess Aaron.
4,
Princess Cars.
5. These are 5 things. Princess Trash Can.
Princess Trash Can. Princess Trash Can. 5 things that you would never put on your feet.
Shoes.
1.
Wax.
2.
Car keys.
3.
Rugs.
4.
Chihuahuas.
5. These are 5
5
things. I was hoping you'd say baloney. I don't know why. Baloney would have been a funny one. Baloney came to my head, and I was like, baloney! But I couldn't say it.
You wanted that category.
I do not want baloney on my feet!
Oh.
Now you're picturing yourself walking with baloney on your feet, aren't you? You're like, baloney feet.
It'd be kind of
Princess
soothing.
baloney feet.
I bet in some country
That wouldn't be a princess baloney feet.
I bet in some country that's like a spa treatment.
Princess baloney feet?
No, you. Well, yeah, sure. We'll just move on from there.
Yeah, princess baloney feet.
So yeah, it's simple, stupid games, but
Sausage.
What? Sausage feet?
You don't want sausage on your feet, would you?
No, I don't think I want sausage on my feet.
Squirrel.
I feel like you need a new category.
Oh no, just like
She wants a new category.
Squirrel.
5 things that 5 holiday meats. 5 of your favorite holiday meats.
All right. Turkey.
1.
Chicken.
2.
Sausage.
3.
Ham.
4.
Peanut butter.
5. These are 5 things.
5 things. Protein.
All right.
5 things that you... 5 things that you wish you could drive that are not a car.
Miss Daisy.
1.
Brugs.
2.
Trash cans.
3.
Cheese.
4.
Chihuahuas.
5. These are 5 things.
So it's ridiculous stuff. Games
Ridiculous.
like that. It's really just fun in a group setting. You really, you just have fun. I don't know, and it does does some amazing job of just
we just had
breaking
fun.
down.
I don't know
Yes,
if you all did, but
hopefully you guys did. All right, so we're gonna close this YouTube video out with a game. I don't know what it's called, One Voice or something like that, but you just talk in unison at the same time.
Like you got one voice left.
Oh.
And like you
That's
got
a song
one voice left, but it's not one
by a band
voice.
called Fiction 20 Down.
One breath. Sing it. It's like you got one breath left, banging
All right,
in your chest,
so
banging in your chest,
this game
banging in your
is
chest.
called One Voice, I think, and we both talk in unison at the same time, and we'll see what happens, and we're going to end on this. So thank you guys. December 9th is the Improv for Anxiety
December
Workshop.
9th.
Yes.
Let's do this game for everyone to see what we are all see. My phone died.
So that's
The light! The light!
So our lighting crew just quit on us. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Candace. Love you, sister.
Love you, brother. Mwah.
Mwah.